Be Hereafter is now officially 1 week away, and this means that we'll be seeing a ton of new content, from new costumes to even potentially the Bone Island Titan Soul. In today's video, I'll be going over everything coming in Be Hereafter 2025, so make sure to stick around until the very end so that you don't miss anything. So first off, we actually already know when the event will begin. During the Mirror Bone Island promotion, Big Blue Bubble actually confirmed the official start date, October 29th, the last Wednesday of the month. That means that we're only a few days away from it starting up, and I'm honestly really excited to see what this year's version looks like. Every Beat Hereafter brings cool new monsters, but this one feels like it might be one of the biggest yet. Now, two things are already confirmed for this year's event. The first one is new costumes, which is something every seasonal event gets. It's pretty much tradition at this point. We're definitely getting a batch of new themed outfits for the monsters to fit the event's vibe. Be Hereafter celebrates Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead, which happens right at the start of November. I probably mispronounced that, I'm sorry. It's a colorful, meaningful holiday about remembering loved ones, so I'm expecting bright colors, decorative skull designs, and maybe even marigold-inspired outfits. BBB has done some great Be Hereafter costumes before, so this year's costumes are probably going to be amazing. The other confirmed thing is new seasonal snacks. This is something Be Hereafter surprisingly still doesn't have, so it makes sense that they'll finally add them now. Every seasonal gets its own themed snacks that match the event's culture, so I'm super curious what they'll do for this one. Maybe something inspired by sugar skulls or traditional Mexican candy? Either way, I can't wait to see what ends up in the game. Moving on to the part I'm personally most excited for, the monsters. There's one in particular that's been teased for ages, and I think this is finally the time it'll appear. The new Epic Wublin. It's been months since the last Epic Wublin dropped, and fans have been waiting a long time for the next one. Every big event lately seems to introduce something new, and since we're not getting an Epic Fire or an Epic Dream Mythical during Beat Hereafter, this feels like the perfect time for a new Epic Wublin to release. Now, something else that's been the center of tons of theories lately is the new Paranormal Carnival Island and its minor version. From everything we've seen and all of the hints in the most recent videos, I'm convinced we'll see it introduced during this event. In the official Spooktacle Monster Handler short on the official YouTube channel, there were actually two moments that practically gave it away. The first one was when Monster Handler Tyson looks through a telescope and sees something that completely terrifies him. Something even weirder than the normal Paranormal Carnival, and that's saying a lot considering how strange that island already is. So, what could be scarier than Paranormal Carnival? Probably its darker version, the Minor Paranormal Carnival. This new version will likely feature the Minor Paranormals, a sort of alternate form of the existing monsters with their own unique look and sound. And at the very end of that teaser video though, just for a split second, the screen glitches and flashes a mysterious image that seems to show the background of the Minor Carnival. It's darker, more eerie, but still has recognizable details like the Ferris wheel. To me, that basically confirms it. Minor Paranormal Carnival is coming, and it will probably be the highlight of the next update. Now, let's talk about something that's been missing for a while. The rare monsters from the Ethereal Workshop. When the rares first came out, we only got the initial batch of rares during Anniversary Month, and nothing new has been added since then. It's been quiet, maybe too quiet. So it makes perfect sense that BBB might use the Beat Hereafter event to drop another one. The question is whether they'll release them in waves or one at a time. If it's waves, we still might have to wait a bit longer, but if they're doing them individually, we could see a new rare very soon. Either way, I think it's finally time for that part of the game to get some attention again. Another theory that's been picking up steam is about a brand new class of epics, the Epic Magicals. Ever since BBB introduced the Epic Dream Mythicals during Spooktacle literally like a week ago, it's opened the door for new types of epics tied to different island groups. It's been following a pattern. Whenever a big event introduces a new epic class, the next event usually expands on that. Since Beat Hereafter happens on Bone Island, which is one of the magical islands, this could be the perfect opportunity to start the Epic Magicals. If that happens, it could kick off a whole new wave of content, maybe even one Epic Magical per event going forward. Something else that's been long overdue is a new Titan Soul. It's been about 6 months, bruh, since the Psychic Island Titan Soul came out, but since then, we haven't gotten any new ones. Bone Island, where Beat Hereafter takes place by the way, still doesn't have a Titan Soul of its own. That makes this event the perfect time to finally introduce it. The Bone Island Titan Soul could tie into the theme of remembering and honoring ancestors, which fits perfectly with Dia de los Muertos. It would be such a cool way to connect the event's meaning with the game's world building. Of course, BBB could also hold off and release the Titan Soul in the next event, but even if that's the case, I think we'll start seeing hints of it very soon. Maybe a silhouette, a teaser image, or maybe even background details showing off its presence. Personally, I'd love to finally see the Bone Island Titan Soul added. It's one of the few remaining pieces we're missing. Now, I know a lot of people have been wondering about other theories too, like Shadow Islet and some of the other smaller things people have noticed in the files. And while those are really fun to think about, I honestly think the stuff I mentioned earlier, the costumes, the new snacks, the epic Wublin, the minor paranormal carnival, the rare ethereal workshop monster, the potential epic magicals, and the Bone Island Titan Soul are the ones with the highest chance of actually happening during this update. This year's Beat Hereafter feels like it's going to be packed with content. We're getting close to the end of the year, and BBB always loves ending the year on a strong note with updates that surprise everyone. So I'm expecting something big, maybe a huge reveal at the end of the event that setups whatever's coming next. And honestly, even though these are just predictions, a lot of them line up perfectly with the patterns we've seen in past events. Beat Hereafter isn't just another seasonal event in the game anymore. It's starting to feel like one of the major ones, right alongside Spooktacle and Festival of Yay. It's growing into its own thing with unique monsters, music, and story connections, and I think this update will make that even clearer. So yeah, that's everything I've got for now. Those are my full theories and predictions for this year's Beat Hereafter event. We've got confirmed costumes, brand new snacks, a long-awaited epic Wublin, the arrival of the minor paranormal carnival, possible new rare workshop monsters, the chance of epic magicals, and maybe even the long-lost Bone Island Titan Soul. That is a lot of potential for one update, and honestly, I'm excited to see about how much of it ends up becoming true. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.